Do you want store tour put on the calendar, or is it just kind of like a film? It's just the highlighted ones, the highlighted days. I'll figure that out. Thank you. Happy graduation on this Monday morning. It's a little foggy here and cloudy here in Iowa, but here in Memory Bound it's as sunny as can be. And we've got Teresa back. And Teresa, you were here Friday, right?
Yes.
2 days in a row we get Teresa. And today she's got graduation cards that she's going to talk to us and show us how to make. And a lot of these you could make as graduation, or you can take the techniques and use them for birthday cards and other cards. And then she has this really, really fun layout of her dog as a good citizen that she's going to show us how to make that too and what she did. And it's Monday morning at Memory Bound, and I want to let everybody know that it's National Craft Month.
Yay!
In March. I know, it's our month holiday, a whole month of craftiness. And right now we have our Doodlebug cardstock on special, so we should probably buzz over there and show it to everybody. It's 12 by 12. And it is in the Doodlebug colors, and I think we are out of one color, and that's almond, but I think everything else we have in stock. So look at all this is a rainbow, Teresa.
It is. I love it.
A total rainbow of Doodlebug cardstock. It's normally $1.09, and it's on sale for, oh, don't look at those pinks. That's not Doodlebug.
That's not Doodlebug.
But it's on special for 75 cents a sheet.
Looks like we're out of blue jean maybe too.
And then one side is textured, and then the other side is going, oh, I don't know if you can see that. And then the other side is smooth.
Yeah. And it matches, all the Doodlebug lines perfectly. So if you like Doodlebug, it's good just to buy some of this.
Doodlebug cardstocks, stock up on cardstock.
Yeah, I like the colors.
For 75 cents a sheet. So
I probably have one of each of those.
I'm sure you do. It's really popular. We do sell a lot of Doodlebug, and of course we have a whole aisle of 12 by 12 cardstock in the rainbow colors. And we have a couple things to show, and then we're going to hop on with Teresa and check out a graduation. Now our Elizabeth Crafts order came in. The new art journal dies from David are here. And Teresa, I don't know what they're called or anything.
This is Journal File XL1.
Okay.
That's why I picked this one up first.
Because it's number one.
Yes.
And that's $24.99, and people are going nuts over these.
It's got a big splat. I like that.
They're actually, and it's got that love.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually sold out. A lot of them are. And our stamps are coming probably towards the end of March because they were sold out also. So the stamps aren't here yet. If you put your name in for the dies, we probably gave you a call, or and they're here waiting for you. But we still have some more left. I love that little envelope on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So here
this
it is.
Is Journal File XL2 for $24.99.
And look at that little envelope made up.
Very cute.
That's maybe one of the cutest envelopes I've seen.
And it's got this little hash. It looks like a piece of
there it is.
Fabric or something.
Yeah,
maybe
kind of a woven
burlap
piece, burlap. But ooh, that envelope, Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
That's so tempting.
And then we have Journal File number 1 for $21.99. So that's a nice file
these are all
folder.
like file folders.
And it has a splat too, a little bit smaller. And the word love again. Light bulb, that's fun.
And I've heard that he's working on another collection, so hopefully we're going to see a lot more from David.
And then Journal File number 2.
So those are new from Elizabeth Crafts, and like I said, the stamps are coming. They're delayed because they had such a crazy response. So our stamps will be here probably in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, and this is back in stock.
Yeah. We sold out of this.
Cherries.
We got the 12 by 12 for $19.49. And then we have the 8 by 8. No.
Yeah,
8 by 8. Yeah, 8 by 8 for $14.49. And then we have the 16 solid. Well, They call this patterns and solids. So you get solids and then some patterns.
Kind of monochromatic colors that coordinate with it.
For $17.49.
So those are all back in stock. They've been really popular.
And we do have some single sheets of the 12 by 12.
Yes, we do have the singles and we have the ephemera. And we also will have a kit in the future, probably in May, that Janet's designing. So we'll have a card kit.
A card kit?
A card kit, yes.
Can't wait to see that.
And then let's show the clipboards because they're back in stock, the Doodlebug clipboards. And those were really popular. Chris made one up that we showed and she put the calendar on it.
$12.99. That's a good price for, it's pretty sturdy.
You can hang them, you can put them on a easel, you can lean them against your wall on your desk. And these are the colors that we have right now. I think it's probably swimming pool and bumblebee and coral.
Yep, swimming pool, coral.
And of course, lily is their white color.
Bumblebee, lily white, and beetle black.
Beetle black.
So I have to put them in.
Teresa got them in rainbow order for us. Okay, and we have a question about the 49 and Market Inkwell coming in. And we're supposed to have a big truck today from our distributor, and it's supposed to have all of the new 49 and Market. And I went out and I tracked it on Saturday, and it was still lined up to come today. So if it comes today, then it should be ready by the end of the day online. So it's going to be beautiful. All right, and then for National Craft Month, I wanted to show this album. And it's all made up, and it says, I love to craft. And it uses a collection, and the collection is called I'd Rather Be Crafting from Echo Park. And the collection pack has a sticker sheet and, 12 papers. And you can see it's really fun, and that's what we use to make this.
This is really cute. Who made this, Kate?
I
Kelly?
made that for our crop.
It's very cute.
So it's got the pocket. What I like about the albums is this pocket is already made. The pocket Teresa's pulling the little tag out of is already made in the book. And then you can add pockets and things. And the waterfalls are pre-made.
Those are nice. You can get a lot of photos in there.
So if you're doing some crafting or you go into crops and you want to document your good times with your friends, your crafty friends, this is just a nice project for that.
Very cute.
And then we do have the solids that go with it. So if you wanted to grab the solids, this is actually Craft and Create. It's not I'd Rather Be Crafting, but the colors definitely coordinate.
Yeah.
It's got all the green, the yellow. And then I wanted to just show the stickers on this because it does have some really fun, whether you sew or do paper crafts, it's just got a lot of really fun.
The hand, the heart in it. It's cute.
Painting, there's an old sewing machine. So that's called I'd Rather Be Crafting, and then the albums are the Graphic 45 Trifold Waterfall Folios, and I think they're $16.49. So for, about $35, you could have a really nice album. And there's the cover. And Oshra loves that pack. Oshra, you would have got one at the crop. We gave that to all of our croppers. Okay, so we're going from crafty to graduation.
To graduation,
Crafty graduation, though, Teresa.
Okay.
We're going to be sprinkling in graduation projects throughout the next couple months. We're not going to have like a whole week of it, but we're going to have it throughout the months. All right.
Okay.
Whoops. Let me go back to your face.
That's okay. So what I use for all of these projects is the Echo Park You Did It stamp set, and it's $12.99. And I guess I should have brought some of the other stamps that we have. I'll see if someone can bring those. I didn't think about that. There's a couple other Echo Park stamp sets that are really nice. And can you bring the other graduation Echo Park stamps?
Katie's all over it.
This is the one that I used, and I think it works really nicely for cards and scrapbooking. So it's really nice when you can do both, I think. Make cards, because everyone has to make cards, and then do some pages. And I don't think I have anyone graduating this year, but it happens to me every year that I forget someone.
That you forget someone.
And then I have to make a card. But I have cards in my stash, so thank you. So there's this one called Huge Celebration.
Okay, so the first one was You Did It, and
Yep.
this is Huge Celebration. That's got the little hat on it, which is cute.
And then this one I think is really nice because it has the numbers for the year. So this one's called Class of Stamp Set. And you can put the numbers.
Oh, you got a couple options to put the numbers either in that little circle.
Or in the little ticket.
Or in the ticket, or just on the class of and the numbers.
Yeah. And then they have a die of a little hat for $9.99. We've had other dies over the years.
This is all from the Echo Park collection called Graduation.
Yeah.
So if you went to shopping and then go to collections or go to new or go to our theme Graduation, you will find all of this there. And we're happy because there's not been very many graduation collections.
I'll just show the paper
Yeah,
too.
great
So
idea.
this is a 4x4 that I used on the page layout. This one's called 4x4 journaling.
Yeah, that's original.
And it has that. And I'm also going to have a banner in a week or so using the squares.
Teresa is our banner gal.
Yeah, I love to make a banner. And it's kind of, I must say, it's pretty cute. I thought of something fun to do.
She does say so herself.
I know.
It's really a good one.
And then I use this one. This is the 3x4 journaling cards. I use these on a couple of cards. It's so easy. Some of my cards are so easy. Just cutting this out, matting the thing, and sticking it on a card base.
Well, you know what, Teresa? Those could be even used for confetti or
maybe put them on tables.
Maybe confetti's not the right word, but you could cut these out and lay them around on your tables or
as decoration.
around by your cake.
Yep.
You could stick them on little toothpicks and pop them in your cake or cupcakes. It would be really cute.
And then this one is called Tan White.
That's good.
Because the back is white, which is nice, but no, that's not what it's called. I've got it wrong. Sorry. This one is, sorry guys, this is 6x4 journaling cards.
And there you go, a front of a card. Do a 5x7 card, and that's all you need.
And the stars on the back. I use the stars mainly on this one. And then we have tan.
Then we have tan and gold.
Tan white.
Or tan and white.
It's kind of an odd color. So I did use this on my cards. It's kind of a goldy cardstock. I did find one that was close. Oatmeal is close in the Simple Stories vibe. So that's nice to have a coordinating paper when it's an odd color.
Yeah, it always is.
And then this one is 3x4 journaling cards.
So these are the vertical ones, and the other ones were horizontal.
Yeah.
I do think those would be neat, just cut into pieces.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of strewn, or stick them in little pots.
And you can stamp here or here, or you can put, well, that one you would put the class of the year. Yeah. Use die cuts or stamps, whatever you have. So.
And here's the oatmeal that Teresa was talking about from Color Guide, which is
it
really
looks pretty good, yeah. Yeah. So I'll just show you some of the plain cards. This one is just a 3x4. And I trimmed them down even more because they do have a little bit of a border, and I wanted to put more of a border on it. And that's that tan and then the plaid. And
so you double matted it?
Yep,
then?
I double matted it, and that's it.
It looks good though.
Pretty
I like
easy.
it.
I know. I was like, okay, it can be plain and simple. That's all right. And then this one is super fun. This one I didn't use any of the paper. I used the stamps. And I really like that "We are so proud of you, graduate." And so I just stamped it. So I measured, and I could have stamped it here, but I thought, oh, it'll look so nice just to have a white background. So I started in the middle, here and here, and then I was able to stamp on either side. And of course, that's the wrong die. We're using the alphanumeric bulletin that I just love. And I'm going to show you a fun trick today to use with that.
I can't wait. I love how this is stamped, and you could do that with other stamps too, and leave your middle open or fill it in like you said.
Oh, and I probably should have, this is the new Lost
Shadow?
I was going to say Lost Boy.
Well, it is Lost Peter Pan. He is the Lost Boy.
I know. This is the Lost Shadow ink color. So
That's good
I
for
use
graduation.
that again. I know. So if you haven't gotten your Lost Shadow, can you grab one, Chris? Thanks. then it looks really pretty on a graduation card. I'm really into gray now, and so anytime I can get a gray on, on a card
Teresa,
or something.
they're commenting about your top today, how you were matching matching your product.
I didn't plan that on purpose, but yeah, here we have we have all the items in Lost Shadow, but I think I used the regular ink on this card. I didn't write it on the back, but
you could use either one.
Yeah, I have both, so who
Now
knows?
I'm going to zoom in so they can see the gray border around the grad word.
Yeah.
And you could have even put numbers there if you wanted to, too.
Yep. So that turned out pretty sharp. I like how that turned out. And it's pretty simple, too. All right, here's another one that I just stamped. And I really like the Hip Hip Hooray. That's just fun. And then there's the diploma rolled up there, and it's super fun to figure out ways like this one, how you can use stamps to do backgrounds.
You're really
or
good
borders.
at that.
Yeah,
You're really
and
good
you
at
could
that.
do this. Kelly reminded me you could do this on a scrapbook page too, to make a border at the top and bottom of your page, or you could do this on the side of a scrapbook page too. I thought that was super fun. I saw a card and they did something else. Hearts or stars or something, and I'm like, oh, hey, I could do a diploma on this side. So,
and yeah, I think that's really neat. You are really good at using your stamps in different ways, Teresa.
And you could do it in, the school colors too. I always like to make cards for kids graduating in their school
they're a little
colors.
more personal.
So I usually end up making multiple cards of one. When you have it laid out, you might as well do a black, a red, a green, purple, orange, whatever colors you have kids graduating from.
Well, and Dawn mentioned her only grad this year is their oldest grandson is graduating from kindergarten.
Oh, well, you can still do that.
I know, isn't it funny?
Yeah.
They didn't have those when my kids were little.
My son didn't either.
Our 1-year-old grandson I have a picture of him in a graduation gown when he went from the baby room to the 1-year-old room. So it's so cute. He's just sitting there like a blob, with the gown around him.
You can put a little hat on him.
He had a hat on.
Oh,
he did, and they took a picture at
gosh.
daycare. So we also have
fun.
an idea from Mary from Maine. She said she took
Mary.
the 3x4s and she cut them apart and put them on coasters.
Oh, yeah.
And then put them around at a graduation party. So that is a great idea. And thank you for sharing that. She displayed them on little easels and put them around at her grandson's graduation party.
Cute.
So those are great decorations.
Yeah.
They kind of do it for you.
All right. Here's another one. Now, this was a plain... I probably won't be able to find it. That is a journaling
I didn't know that.
card. So here's the journaling card. So you could use that on a scrapbook page, but I heat embossed. You can see I didn't use my buddy, my embossing buddy, because there's little marks, but this one is a kind of a fancy one. You did it, graduate. So I embossed that, and then I use the gold, I don't know what color that is. This, if you like to use Nuvo Drops Mustard Gold, looks really good with this line and this color. It maybe doesn't look like it there, but I think it looks
It looks
like
really
it's
good.
made to go.
Ebony would have been good on there too.
The black.
That's very clever, Teresa, stamping on a cut apart.
And there's another one
here's
here
another
you could
one
use.
that you could stamp on.
So that stamp just fit perfectly on there, and I was like, that makes it look it's kind of a fancy little card. I had to put that gold on there, so. All right, the next two cards, I use the same, Shine On, Keep Reaching for the Stars.
Can't read it
Why do I
upside
have
down.
all the stars on there? Oh yeah, that's right. So I used, on this one, I used the stars, but then I used the Tim Holtz Metallic Classics for the gold paper because I wanted it to shine a little bit. And I just put some stars there, and I did heat emboss it with some gold embossing powder. And I thought that turned out pretty. I like
It looks really nice.
the shine. Yep, and we've got gold embossing
that
powder.
doesn't necessarily have to be for graduation.
No, that's a stamp you could use
it for other things.
Yep. And then here I did it in a different way. I went with ISU colors or Ankeny and I put it on a tag, and I used a stencil, and that's a Tim Holtz stencil, which we're out of right now, but you could use any.
I think that one would be really
Yeah,
good.
this is a graduation one from Echo Park.
Yes.
I found this one because I was disappointed we didn't have the Tim one, but then I'm like, hey, look what I found. And that's $6.99. It's called Reaching for the Stars stencil. So it would be perfect for a background. And the stencils make it super easy to coordinate for a school color,
for
you
your
know.
colors, to get your colors.
Especially like if you had a blue school would be fun with blue stars. So then I just stamped that with aged mahogany. And
Can you just turn your mic off and back on, Teresa? A few people say they don't have sound, but
I'm turning it up a little too.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I can.
all right.
But I thought that was fun. I mean, it's talking about stars and
I know, I like that. I like
Yep.
that gold embossing. So if you have gold embossing powder, or you could do it with silver and use
Oh,
a
yeah.
different.
definitely.
Or your school
silver
color.
would be pretty. Yeah. All right.
You've done a lot, Teresa.
Yeah.
You have been busy.
So Maggie did this a while back, and what she did is she used one of the number 10 tags that
Those
we
are
have.
Dina Wakely tags.
Yep. And you know, I thought that the package was big when I bought it, but I use them all the time now.
They're $12.49
yeah,
for
for
50. I
$50.
just keep them on my desk.
Yeah, I have them right behind me. So what I did is, we forgot to get a memory bound gift card to put in there, but I'll show you. So I've got the scoreboard. Well, how do you get that out of
It's kind
there?
of hard to get it out.
All right, I wrote it on the back. I did 2 3/4 from the bottom. And you can do it and then I did 2 inches from the top.
So you just flipped it. So you did 2
Yep.
3/4 from the bottom and 2 from the top. And believe it or not, Janet found the blog post
I
of
did-
this.
I did it in the right
And
spot.
she actually
try
just
again.
posted a link to Maggie's
Did she?
gift card holders.
Maybe Maggie did it a different way.
She might have, but
Ooh, that's... Mine is crooked. What did I do?
you'll get it.
So it's nice to have a scoreboard. I actually have the small one over there.
Here's the little
if you
one.
wanna grab
I
it.
have this one at home.
Yeah, I do
It's
too.
the mini scoring board. If you're not
It's good
doing
for cards.
large things, it works pretty well. And it's $15.99. It's an EK, and I like it because the little scoring tool clips right in
Yeah.
there. I did have to color my numbers because I couldn't read them very well
Oh.
with some paint.
So then it's the perfect size that you can just slip a gift card right inside there. And I stamped Congrats Grad, and then this is one of the cut aparts, but you could also stamp something, you know, there, hip hip hooray or whatever you want. And I sewed mine,
But you could use score tape.
but I use score tape first just because you really want it to stay. And then you can just take your twine and stick it through the hole.
And everyone, you can make gift cards for any occasions with these tags.
Yeah,
gift card holders.
that's what Maggie did. She did a coffee. I think she did a coffee thing, didn't she?
Yeah,
Kelly?
and then you could put like
But
a
she did-
Starbucks or
yeah.
whatever in there.
So it's just a good reminder. Easy, super cute, I thought.
And the 3x4 cut aparts fit really nicely on there.
Yes. Oh, yay! All right.
Okay, Katie has an announcement.
It's arrived.
Ooh, that was an extreme close-up.
25 boxes.
So Katie just announced we got 25 boxes
And
that
Diane's not here.
and Katie's gonna work on freight, and Doug's gonna help her move them around. There he is back there. He's just waiting.
Woohoo!
So that means 49 and Market is here. Hopefully it's all here. So a little interruption there,
Sorry.
Teresa, with that
That's
announcement,
okay.
but that's pretty exciting.
That'll keep us busy today. The
It
phone's
will.
ringing.
The phone's ringing, but we don't have anything unpacked.
Yeah,
I love that gift card holder. I
Yeah.
think that's really neat.
it's fun. I'll just show you my my page layout here.
I'm glad you did a layout.
Yeah, well, I had an extra. Again, that is one of the,
Is that a
I think
4
that
by
was
4?
a 4x4 square. Where is it? I've got too many papers here.
You got a lot of
There it
papers
is.
going on. It is.
I got a mess. Right there.
Oh, you stamped
And I,
it.
yeah, and I really trimmed it down.
Oh, God, I just thought it was
No.
one that said that.
That's
I
the
love
Hip
how
Hip
you're
Hooray
stamping
stamp.
them.
Yeah. So the Hip Hip Hooray stamp, which it was probably my favorite of this set, but I like them all.
I like to
but
say hip hip hooray.
yeah, it's fun. And then I use the brush corduroy. That's a color that I don't use very often, but this is the oatmeal
The Color Vibe oatmeal.
color vibe that I thought went pretty well with it. I was trying to match the color in the goldy color. So I use lots of things on this page.
You did.
This is my dog Thor. And
how old is Thor?
He is 10 months old.
Okay.
And so he went to puppy training, and they actually have a test for the AC. What is the dog thing? ACL, not ACL, that's your arm, your knee. The American Kennel Association. I don't know. Anyhow, they have a test that you go through after training to prove that you can be a good citizen. And so that's why I labeled it good citizen, and the little thing that he got, his ribbon, was for passing the test. They have to do all these things after training. And so he barely passed by this kid.
Beth says it's AKC.
AKC, that's it, yes. American Kennel Club, maybe. So I wanted to document my husband's baby. it's kind of his dog. So this, and I use stuff from the Simple Stories
Pet shop?
Pet
Is it
shop. Doesn't say on here, but that was a super cool line, and we still have some of it, but I got the stencil and I was so excited to use that. And so I just kind of did it lightly. I didn't even, like you can see down here, I didn't use very much ink. Up here in the corner I pressed harder, but down here I just wanted something. I didn't want a plain.
It kind of grounds things.
Yep, it does. It really does ground it. So here I use the font that I use a lot that I like is the Alphanumeric Theory. I'm still using that.
Well, it's nice because it has two sizes of letters and numbers.
Yes, it has numbers. I really like that.
It's all in there, and it's $28.99. That we might have to check on.
And then I use the Color Vibe. This is the basics. You know,
that's the chipboard bits.
Chipboard. I really like the chipboard bits. I have them close by now. I'm using them on everything.
This little piece.
So this little piece, and I use my date stamp.
Now, if you don't have a date stamp, they are not making these anymore.
This
so
one.
If you didn't get this, you're right.
The
this
Becky
one,
Higgins one, yeah.
Then be sure and get one. We don't want you to miss out.
And I know the reason I like this one is because it's an infinity one, and then they have different things that you can put in between. There's a heart and a star and a slash and different things. So that's when he graduated. So I use this, and then I use the arrow and the heart.
I didn't even see the arrow. Okay.
Yeah. And the heart was kind of blending in, so I just took a black pen and I drew around it.
They want to know what kind of dog Thor is.
Thor is a Vizsla.
Okay.
They are working dogs or hunting dogs. We are not hunting him, but they're in the working dog category.
So he has to work.
Yes, he is very active, and we have to take him to the dog park and lots of walks because he has a lot of energy. Plus, he's a puppy.
Plus, he's 10 months old.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to say, he looks very serious in his pictures. I don't know why, but
they took this one. I don't know.
But he looks serious.
Yeah, he does. Then, I guess we're out of the washi tape. That was from the dog washi tape, and this were from stickers. There you see I just cut, a little hat. That's bigger than the die one. It's a little bit smaller, but it would still work, yeah. And then the stickers over here that I put his name, I use the basics.
And those are the Color Vibe.
Yep, and again, I use these little square words a lot. I like little words, so I use that a lot. And then I did use the basic, you probably missed it just a
Oh,
little.
yeah. Okay. I thought
There's little holes in there, and so I just had to cover them. So,
So you use
Yeah.
the Color Vibe chipboard,
I used, yep.
the alphabets, and the enamel dots.
Yep. They're very handy because they all coordinate, and it makes it a lot easier instead of having to look for the right color. So I really liked how my little page
It turned out really nice.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
And I just have to tell you, so I showed this to my husband, and I'm like, "Whoa, look at my page. What do you think?" And he's looking at his phone. He does this. And I'm like, "You didn't even look at it." And he says, "I've seen those pictures before." And I'm like,
It's not the pictures.
The pictures. It's my layout. How hard I worked on this. Hi, honey.
Someday he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't think he's watching.
He's not
Teresa.
watching. But all right. Then I'm going to show you my last card, and this was really fun. Again,
It was a wow.
Yeah, back to the alphanumeric bulletin. So these dies, like Kelly said, in the grad card, they have a little outline. So on this one, I did not use the outline, and I popped them up. So it might take you a minute to understand, so we're going to put one together.
I'm glad you're going to do one, because
Yeah.
this really was a wow for me. It's kind of like the Eclipse cards that we've done
Yeah.
in the past.
And the Congrats Grad came from the stamp set, of course, I have to say that.
That's right here.
Yeah.
And
All
she
right.
did heat emboss that.
So what I did
And you
is,
also used the stitched
Oh, yeah.
rectangle on the front. And we have the Lawn Fawn stitch rectangle dies. And they've got the 4 different dies in it. And they are $27.99.
so yeah, so I just cut a piece like that. And then what I did is I just laid my, and I'm just going to do not this year because I had to do it twice because you only get 1, 2. But I'm going to go 20, 31.
I think your 3 might be wrong. I know you're doing it upside down. There you go.
Thank you. All right. And then I just put a piece of the yellow tape on there.
And that is the yellow craft tape from Spellbinders. I just used it this weekend because I was cutting some dies and they needed to stay in place.
And I'm doing it upside
Everyone
down.
is very proud of Thor, Teresa.
Good.
They're very proud.
Well, they had to stay, they had to be in a room without us. We were in the room with them and we had to leave for 5 minutes and not whine. And he did whine just a little bit, but the lady gave us, a little leeway because he's just a puppy.
Oh.
But normally he doesn't have, they do it to test for separation anxiety. And he does not have separation anxiety. But he whined that day just a little bit, but he still got a
probably
pass.
Scary.
Yeah.
Still passed.
He still passed. All right. Whoa, I almost got my cord there.
Yes, you about got caught up.
Yikes. Okay. So I like the yellow tape because it doesn't stick when
Yeah,
you
it's
peel
nice.
it off. Sometimes washi tape will stick.
So she's cutting with Bulletin, and
Yep.
that die is $40.99.
So when you cut it out, you get
This is what, yeah, that's good.
the edge piece, and then you get the inside piece. But you also get an edge piece. Uh-oh,
On the
I
inside.
missed a little spot on the inside and the inside piece. So you can, I ripped that one because I was going too fast.
Teresa, Beth says Vishlas, is that how you pronounce it?
Vishlas.
Are noted for being Velcro dogs.
Yes,
So
they
she said
are.
that was pretty good that Thor was able to
Yes,
be by himself.
he is a total Velcro dog. When we go to the dog park and my husband leaves the area, he
Even if you're still there.
If I said it's my husband's dog, oh, this didn't cut very well. I think we need a new cutting mat.
Looks like it. But we can
Okay.
get the idea.
Yeah. So what I did is we've got our negative here. I'm trying to get my 3s out.
So she's not going to use these little border pieces, but you could. She used them on here. And but you can use it with or without. You could go just the black, or you could probably go just the gray if you wanted to also. And Teresa's showing us how to make this card.
So this is my background. I know it's a bright, obnoxious green. I
that's
just
all right.
grabbed it. And then I've got my piece where I cut my letters out. So then I just...
I can see why you would put your tape to hold them in place, because you are actually using the piece you cut them out of.
And you want them to be straight. Probably. Most people do. So then I'm just going to put a little adhesive to hold down the pieces.
Sharon said she had a dog like Thor, and she needed the dog needed to be with people so badly she chewed the music stand on her old upright piano when she was alone. I guess they show you, don't they?
I know,
Well,
Joanne.
I'll show you.
Joanne had a Vizsla.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a hugely popular breed, but they are hunters, so a lot of people hunt with them. All right, so then I glued that down, and then I took my numbers and I used the pop dots, and I didn't use, so here's my outline. I didn't use the outline. And I just used some pop dots.
You could also use a really skinny line of foam adhesive. I can't remember the name of it, but it's nice and thin.
And then I popped it up.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you can still see that green background. Like here you can see the burgundy background.
And you don't have to offset them.
Right. If you would have cut out two, then you would have had to offset it.
Right. But if you have a regular dye, it's not going to do this. But this one has the border, and so I'm like, oh, that makes it pretty nice.
I thought it was very clever when Teresa brought it in, because you could just
very
see that.
excited
You can
about
just see that green. Teresa, the hearts are like continually coming through with this. They really like
Probably
it.
just for Thor, because he's such a cutie.
Well, Thor also, but also for you and your designs.
So I'm just doing
Beth said you just sold her on the die set. I don't know if we have any of Katie's projects still made with that die set.
Yeah, I love this
But there is
die
a
set.
video when Katie did some Valentine projects with it. I think she kind of sold herself on it too, because she really liked it.
Yeah, I tore the 3 here. It's not very pretty.
Well, we
I
get
can
the
pop
idea.
dot it, yeah. Put the pop dot on it. And my pop dot situation isn't very good because I'm going fast.
Well, she's trying to hurry because we're all looking, and Susie says it's a big wowzer. And it is. It's really cool. I love it.
There. I thought it was fun. And it's a pretty simple card for a graduate. I mean, you could make it in black and white. You wouldn't have to do a school color. I think it's a great school color one, but
yeah, you could do it in black and white.
You know,
you could
one
also
for
do it for a birthday and put.
Oh yeah.
There's a little number sign, so you could do number like 21 or number 12 or whatever the age might be. Maybe number 29 in our case, Teresa. But or you could do their name. You know, I could see if as long as it's not too long of a name.
Jim.
Yeah. Tim or Jim. Yeah. So, that's really cool. People are loving that.
Well, good.
Definitely loving that.
Yeah, you could make any kind of card like this, but it turned out nice for a graduation, and then I had to add the graduation hat. I just needed something extra on there. Yeah. Or you could probably stamp, if you don't have that, you could stamp the
little diploma
there, and easy peasy.
You can also roll up a little piece of paper and make a scroll.
Yeah, that would be cute.
That always looks pretty neat too.
Yeah.
Put a little twine around it. So did you run it? The question is, did you run it through twice to use the 2 2s for 2023?
Yes, I did.
Good question.
I taped these 2 down. Well, I taped the 0 and the 3, and then I moved the 2 over here just to make sure my spacing was good. Then I moved it back, as I was laying it out, just to make sure my spacing was good. And it's not perfect, but I'm not no
it
one's.
looks really good to me, Teresa.
Yeah, your graduates aren't going to go, oh my gosh, look at that. It's
Peggy
not
says
straight.
she loves the versatile letter set. Susie loves your idea. I think everybody's really happy. They all think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it is.
And we might be running low on this die set, but we've got some coming.
There's some coming
so
this week.
if it comes to 0, just give us a call and we can put you in the book for it.
We have more coming
Yeah.
probably Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, and Diane says great cards. So Teresa, it's another out of the ballpark.
Yep. This is a good
And
set.
What was that stamp set called again?
This was called You Did It.
You Did It.
But then we've got the other one called Class of Stamp. And this one, Huge Celebration. That was
And
fun
that's
too
all
because it
from
has the
the
hat.
Echo Park graduation collection. So you can find them all there.
And the
Janet did a
papers.
link, and it's on our calendar too.
Yeah.
So Teresa, thank you a bunch, and thanks everyone for joining us. Remember that our Doodlebug 12x12 cardstock is on special for 75 cents.
And tomorrow is...
what's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are having Easter cards and tags with Penny.
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Penny is doing some
Easter. We just had
Easter
St.
coloring.
Patrick's Day on Friday. Now we're
I
on
know.
Easter.
I know. We had Easter, St. Patrick's Day, graduation,
Yes,
and now Easter.
yes.
We're keeping everybody on their toes.
We
and
are.
making it exciting. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations to Thor. And we'll be back tomorrow.